would you? I love where we're at with the beauty for ashes. When
Yeah.
sometimes we look at the ashes totally being burned, it's almost like you
Yeah.
can't even find the DNA of what remained
Yeah.
because
Mm.
burning actually the fire changes it changes the DNA. So if you were to imagine a
Yeah.
forest or a tree or firewood, it does change the DNA, but actually what it does, it just puts it in a different realm
Right.
because
Right.
it still remains a tree.
Yes.
So
Yes.
would you unpack for us where how you have found beauty and
Mhm.
maybe even the practical part of how you sat yourself down to actually feel that
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So, just like you said, the burning away, right? And it burns down, like you said. I remember when the Lord first started dealing with me and His purpose for my life, not my purpose, not what Jessica wanted to do or what I thought I should be doing, with His purpose for my life. It felt as if my entire mind was being rewired, the way that I used to think. And I was literally blown away. I'm like, wait a minute now, this is crazy. I've always, first of all, I'm a PK. I don't know if anybody, I'm a church cat. I grew up in church, right? So, hey.
let's lay hands on you right
Yeah,
now.
right.
She's a
Right.
pastor's kid. People, if you're not
Right.
familiar with the lingo.
Yes, pastor's kid, right? So it's like, oh my gosh, I always hear these scriptures. I always hear this sung in church, but it was different when the Lord started revealing His purpose for my life and His word became alive, meaning I had to walk it out, right? And with the sense of beauty, right? Like you said, even the practical, those things. It goes back to what I previously said about allowing Him in those spaces. Um, I just noticed how He changed my appearance. I've always been the girly girl, right, Kristen? I like all things feminine, the hair, the makeup, the nails, all those things. And even in that, He speaks to me. Like, okay, maybe I don't need to dye my hair hot pink this like I'm just saying, but allowing Him that space to say, hey, why don't you try this? Or that He's going to prepare you for where you're going,
Mhm.
for His purpose. He's going to extract that beauty. At the time, you may not feel like it is while you're going through, while you're being prepped, while you're being pruned and positioned. You may not feel like it, but trust me, it is all in His plan. It's all in His plan. I'm thinking about something He's been dealing with me with lately, and it may be a topic on my show later. I don't know. I'm still praying about it, but it is how to rebuild and recover after those seasons of loss, after those seasons of preparation and pruning. How do you get back to who you are? And I don't mean get back to who you used to be before you allowed the Lord to take the lead, because I found myself coming out of a hard season, and I went to say to someone, I was like, I miss, you know, who I was. And the Holy Spirit corrected me. He's like, you don't miss who you were, you miss who you are. It's not who you were in the past, but you miss being able to do the things that I've already instilled in you to do, looking how you would look, on a good day if everything was going just perfectly for you. So don't say you miss who you were, because I don't miss who I were. I miss who I am. And in that, He started taking me on this path of rebuilding, getting back to rest, getting back to beauty treatments that I like. Like I said, I'm a girly girl. I love my fragrance. I love all the things, right? But
Mhm.
getting back into the habit of those things, calming my central nervous system. Okay. So He will get you back to the beauty. Trust me. It's beauty that is being extracted You don't have to worry if your season feels crazy, out of this world. You don't know what's happening, what's going on. Trust me, the Lord will get you back. You're not going to be left there. Okay? You just have to see it through. And he'll bring you back, and you will be able to look like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at who I am now. Look at how I speak. Look at how I look. Look at how I steward my children versus who I was before this.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Yeah, he's extracting that beauty. That's it.